Look at all this homemade goodness. This is homemade yogurt that I just made. I love products that help me create a sustainable, healthy living. And this yogurt maker has totally done that. I did a fruit on the bottom. I haven't fully flavored these yet because if you want to just make the yogurt, you can do a fruit on the bottom because that's not going to totally mix in. The blueberries do kind of float up. Now they are ready to add goodness. This yogurt maker that the company sent me has been amazing. I'm able to extend one container of yogurt into multiple yogurts and then take this jar and make into a starter. To show you how I made my yogurt and how to put it together. This thing made a total of 8 jars that I am ready to add in all my granola, my mix-ins, and it was so easy to do. These come with the little pop tops on them. This smells amazing. Fresh yogurt is so good. And I love to meal prep, and being able to meal prep. Yogurt maker comes well packed. You have your machine and the nice long cord. The jars come all nicely packed so that it minimizes risk of breakage during transit. I love how compact this yogurt maker size is. It's perfect to set on my countertop, and it's going to fit individual jars because I love to meal prep. So to turn this on, you're just simply going to plug it in, and then I am going to pour a little bit. You don't have to do this, but because I am using cold milk from the fridge, I am going to pour a little bit of warm water into my bowl so that it will help with the formation, and I want a nice thick yogurt. So I am going to power this on. So you're going to hear a beep, and so I am going to increase this. I'm going to do like 10 hours. So you can adjust this for 1 to 48 hours. I'm going to do 10 hours because I don't want a tangy. This automatically sets it for the of 107, but you can go through and you can adjust this as well. So you could press this and then you could plus or minus the temp, but I am going to leave this at 107 because that is the best recommended temp. I have cleaned my jars, so I'm getting ready to fill those. So you're going to take your jars, use hot water. You can do boiling water on the jars themselves, but do not put boiling water on the lids. So I'm going to dry these in a minute, but I'm going to take my jars. I'm going to go ahead and pop those in my container. And I really love that the jars themselves have measurements on them. So this is 180 milliliters, and it has a 100 ml line as well. So they seem like nice, sturdy, and there are individual spots. You don't want to add in your flavorings for your yogurt, but you can do what's called fruit on the bottom. So you can put, because the yogurt is not going to mix in with it. So I like to go ahead and put some berries. I'm going to put some blueberries on the bottom of a couple of my jars. Pineapple coconut jam, pineapple coconut, and I'm going to make some fruit on the bottom with my pineapple coconut. You could do strawberry, which would be really good with vanilla too. This will be really good as a tropical, so I can top it with coconut, with all sorts of different flavors. So this row is fruit on the bottom. This row on the back is going to be my plate. I already have my time frame going. All right, so now I'm going to take about a tablespoon of my whole milk yogurt, and I'm going to drop this into each jar, and then I'm going to top it with milk up into the 180 100 ml line. So this is just making stretch. If you are budget conscious and you're trying to eat healthier, this is just going to make stretch, and it's going to make fresh probiotics. So your probiotics are just going to be all that much better and stronger. Now for the fruit on the bottom, I'm actually going to whisk this into a separate bowl and then pour that in. Whisk and just get that all stirred. Mix it nice and good. And then I'm going to come down here to my separate one. Pop the lids on so that it can do its work and ferment. Your lid that I'm simply going to pop over top so that I can still see inside what's going on. So let's let this ferment and come back and see what happens. If you are looking for an amazing yogurt maker, then I highly recommend this one. I have been working it over time and it is working great for us. So highly recommend for some healthy probiotics, a good sustainable food source. So highly recommend.